Hello, welcome to Travel with Will, with me, Will. I'm in Nice, obviously, as you can see. So we're going to start this little old town tour in Place Masséna, and then we're going to head down into the old town. But I just thought I'd show you my favourite place. It's based on a Turin architecture, because it used to be part of Italy 200 years ago, and then the people of Nice got the chance to vote, and they voted to join with France. And I do have some facts. I might have to reach into my pocket and be ever so professional and read them for you. But before we start, this is basically the main high street. So you're going to get all your big brands like H&M, Apple Store, you know, the basic stuff. And then down this road, this is the Carré d'Or, which is the posh part, so the Golden Square. And that's where the Rolex, you know, all the big fancy shops are. And then through here, you have a lovely little fountain park, and that's the other end of the old town where that building is down there. So we're going to start at my favourite end and walk down together. So yes, I'm glad you're joining me on this little tour, because Nice is such a beautiful place. It's so beautiful, even the likes of Elton John, Keith Richards, Bono, Tina Turner, they all have houses here. Nice busker over there, I just noticed him. So there's also a park down here. So I'll give you a spin round. So I do have a friend called May. Hello May. She did send me a little song that one of her family members used to sing when they were in Geneva and they were coming down. So I think it was in ice, in snow, it's nice to Nice to go. And she did sing it better than me, but you can't hear it, May, so I've had to do it for you. Let's have a look at this fountain. So another fact is Nice was named after the Greek goddess Nike, so it's spelt like Nike, as in this looks like the Nike trainer kind of name. I don't know how they pronounced it, but yeah, that's why it's got the name Nice. And this is obviously part of the Greek heritage. I've always found Medusa to be a little bit sexy in a weird way. You know that film Jason and the Argonauts? God. And there she is, bless her. She's here. One of those snakes. I better not look or I might turn into stone. So yeah, let's not forget the Italian influence as well. I love these buildings here. Let's have a quick look at these. And the public transport's very good here as well, and the parking. Super nice, I love Nice. It's one of my favourite places. And it's easy to get to as well. You can fly here from Geneva, drive here, you can get the train. So I'm thinking the promenade is there. I've done that video. You'll find all the videos in the description. I did have a lovely tour with a very nice man, and he bought us round in the evening. The video quality might not be very good, and he explained to me last night that every sign in Nice has two names. So you have the French name, and then underneath is the local dialect. So I didn't know that. So they do have their own little local dialect. I don't think it's commonly used, but if I'm wrong, please let me know below. And actually, because this is my YouTube channel, we're going to go to my favourite part. Start at my favourite part. It means you're going to have to look at me for a little bit longer before we get to the good stuff. But it's worth it. Because trust me, I've walked this whole city and it nearly killed me. It took me 5 days. I did it for my other channel, so I know Nice very, very well. And I actually really like, there's an area called Quartier de Musiciens, and I love that part of town. It's near the Carré d'Or, and there's some good parking spaces there. Right, so we're heading down. I always like to give you some information on prices. It's not cheap here, by the way. In fact, some of the stuff's more expensive than Switzerland. So for example, a bubble tea is €6. I know for a fact it's not that much in Geneva. I always compare it to there because that's where I'm currently based. So we'll always do the comparison between the Swiss and whatever else.
Yeah, that's true. Exactly. I got you.
And if anyone wants to tell me if you think that's expensive, please write below. So this is my favourite place to start the old town. A, because you've got this lovely monument here. B, because you're just near the lovely place there. And then C, that might be the thumbnail. It's a very nice place to come down. And last night this was rammed. Let's just walk down together. So I believe there was a big Jewish community here. So there's the Jewish quarter in the old town. I'm not an expert, as you know, if you've watched the other videos, I'm not an expert on giving lots of information. I just gather it as I'm going around. So I thought I'd give you a little turn around there. And also I had a sneaky look at my fact cards. So another fact for you is Picasso lived here. So Picasso lived here, and it's the 5th largest city in France. We're gonna. So you see, you have the tour guides. They're in red, and they have a little umbrella so you can find them. We like to get lost on this channel. Oh, if you're into metal opera, I know someone who is. Hello, Charlie. Actually, this is really up his street. I'll have to tell him about this. Yeah, so I think they've got some really... Oh, the football stadium's pretty nice as well. I drove past that. And there's a really nice Irish bar here. And the last time I came here, I met a very nice man from Egypt. And because it was COVID times, I wasn't allowed to drink a beer on my own because the tables were for 4 people because obviously it was limited space. And they invited me to their table. He was a very nice man, and it was his birthday as well. And this is where we did it, here. Let's have a look at the prices. Right. Yeah, you have to be careful of people on these as well. So the happy hour. So the beer starts at $4.40, cocktails at $5.90. So as you can imagine, a lot of people get very drunk. They do have a Sunday roast, €20 for a Sunday roast. Bloody hell. Yeah, so that's very expensive. So it's more expensive than Geneva. It's more expensive. That's funny when you say that. Yeah, €20 for a roast dinner. God. You've got all these lovely little shops. You've got children that are full of Coca-Cola, and their parents are trying to calm them down. This is such a Travel with Will vlog, isn't it? I nearly get run over, kids screaming. I just love it, don't you? I love the chaos. I love a bit of chaos. I can smell lavender, ladies and gentlemen. Do you know what? I'm going to have to buy some, aren't I? Shall I buy some? What do you do with it though? Like, what do you do with it once you've bought it? Where do you put it? Okay. No, I don't have time to wait. Maybe on the way home I'll pick something up. Oh, you've got some nice plants here though. So this seems to, let's have a look around the market, why not? You know I love these plumbagos if you've watched the other videos. These are very, I like plants a lot. Got a nice hibiscus here as well. Yeah, and you get, obviously because it's a hotter climate, you get some nice plants. Oh, look at these cactuses as well. So I'd love to go and do some vlogging in Spain as well. You've got some really cool cactuses there. If there's any locations you want to recommend for me to do in Spain, please write below. It's very busy, this little market. I think we'll cut down here. So if you've watched some of the other videos, you might think I'm repeating myself a bit, but I do like to, for new viewers, because we never know who's watching when, you might watch this in 2 years. The mantra for this channel is to get lost, and then to discover new things as a lost tourist. It's got some lovely fresh produce here. It's a nice little market actually. I didn't know this was going to be on today. I can hear a busker. So I'll turn you round. One thing that really annoys me about city walking is the music, because I don't get any monetization for the music, which you might like, but it's nice for me to get a little bit of pocket money. A little bit of pocket money. Yeah, this building looks pretty cool. I personally think Nice is a safe place. I've never seen any problem here. I actually felt a bit more unsafe in Avignon, funnily enough, but that's just my experience. Nice seems very safe. Oh, we're gonna get run over by the tour bus. Now, if they're coming down here, it means there must be something to have a look at. So let's go into the thick of it. So we're going right into the heart of it now. So this must be the Jewish quarter. Yeah. It's nice to have a bit of shade. So you've got loads of little shops like this. And you hear a lot of different languages as well. There was some Romanian people I met last night. Italians, I've seen loads of them. English. Some Americans. Oh, that's very pretty. That's very pretty. And then this is going right into the thick of it. To be honest, I think we're going to follow this tour bus because they will know more than us. And we can... Oh, let's just have a look at how much it costs to live here. So they're ranging from 700 to 900, 600, obviously depending on the rooms. But for a 2-bedroom with a balcony, it's 700. That's not too bad. How much would you love it if we jumped on the back of this without them realising? No, in all seriousness though, I have been through all of these roads, and that one, it's going really into old windy roads, and we don't really want to be heading that way. I'd much rather show you this way. It all depends on how much energy you've got and how much you want to see certain things. But for me, I want to show you like a little circuit to go back to the fountain. And plus it's what I like to walk when I come here. But there's all these lovely little back passages. In fact, we could go down this one, why not? On Yvoire. On Yvoire. Let's have a look. Yeah, I'm known for changing my mind very quickly, so the phrase "on verra" pops up quite often with my French friends, because we just don't know what's going to happen. That's quite often why I travel alone as well, because I think if you travel alone, you actually get the fuller experience of the location. So this is very much a little French kind of cafe culture place. People seem to be enjoying themselves. I'm glad we came down here now. So as you can see, it's a lovely place to have a coffee or something to eat. And we're either going to go, I think we'll go this way. So for any of you who want to find your marbles on a map, we're in Rue Saint-Vincent, and as you can see, you've got the French name at the top and then the local name underneath. And they're all kind of parallel to each other, but everywhere's leading the same direction back towards the main place, which is where we're going now. And these seem to be a bit more touristy. And just another thing to point out that I just remembered. Remember the man who gave us the little tour guide on the push bike? He said to be careful with some of the restaurants, that they might overprice because you're a tourist. So you might want to do a bit of research before you sit to eat somewhere, or just find out, make sure that it's going to be the standard of what the local people would eat. Because we've all been, I fell for that trick in Brussels. We've all been there. In fact, I might do a video on that in Geneva. And we're going to come out at that, what a perfect place to end. So like with all old towns, you come in and out on different locations. And I know where we are. We're going to actually go to that water fountain place. Why not? So we're out of the old town now. And we're going to head through this park here where you've got the lovely water fountains. And if we'd have carried on going down the old town, we'd have ended up at that tower down there. But I think it's nice for us to fit in some other things. The tram line takes you back to where we started the video. And if you've made it this far, you're a real trooper. And let me know if you've made it this far as well. I'd love to know. Doesn't look like the fountains are on this end. So here we go, we're going in the park. So it's Parc and Jardin de Nice. Let's have a little look. Really is a beautiful city, really is. And we're going to be comparing the experience, well, my experience on the French, and then hopefully in September we'll be going to the Italian Riviera. So we'll be doing Portofino, Genoa, all of those places along there, and we'll see which one we think is better for a kind of a short-term holiday, and we'll compare some prices. Let's have a look at this. That man over there, I don't know if you heard that, he just said, j'adore Nice. So he's thinking the same as us. It's just little, there's a lot of attention to detail here, just little seats in the shade. It's very pretty. I love the trees as well. You can see how dry it's been. Look at how burnt this tree is. And this is dead. That's not going to go back to green. We had a very, very dry summer in Europe this year. So heading down that way would be towards the Quartier des Musiciens and the train station. And that's kind of like your new part of town. It's just where you can go to the main shops and stuff like that. Obviously, just to give you your bearings back, so the old town is still there, and then the promenade, and we just want to see these fountains. This would be a good place to come back and end the video. Lovely olive trees as well. There's lots of people but no water. So as we're near the end of the video, if you've made it this far, let's go through some quick questions. Would I come back to Nice again? 100% yes. Do I think it's a bit overpriced? Yes. Do I feel safe here? Yes. Location-wise, it's perfect to center yourself here. So if you come here, you stay here for a week. If you're driving, then you can go to Monaco, Menton, Cannes. There's so many places you can see from here. Saint-Tropez is a bit further. It's a bit of a pain to get there. So to me, it's a perfect place. It's better than Antibes. I think the kids are squirting each other, nearly squirted me. And look, they've even got the metro lines here as well. Yeah, the French are very, very organised. Let's just have a little look at that backdrop there. So yeah, why not end it with the busker? I really enjoy doing these vlogs, by the way, so this is an enjoyment for me. I just it's kind of a diary of traveling for myself, and why not share it with you? And if you're thinking of doing it, do it. Just start one. It's very easy. If you want me to do a video on what stuff I'm using and the settings I use on the GoPro, I'm quite happy to do that for you. So we're back where we started, as Coldplay said. Now take me back to the start. So here we are. Well, it was an absolute pleasure. I hope you enjoyed that little tour of Nice. And it's just my favourite part. There's a lot more to see. So I recommend you come for a holiday, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you. Just as we're about to end, the fountains come on. The little jets. Right, so thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.